Trying, getting a couple of assists, steals, or something like that. But I didn't think I was going to be able to score much. So, good surprise.
I know you're a big social media guy. Would you ever, if you were in Kobe's situation, tweet during a game about what the Spurs were doing?
Depending what you tweet about. I mean, if it's more of support, I definitely would do it, or just comment on some plays. I'm not going to be, criticizing plays, so we should have run that or this. I don't know what he did. I didn't even know he tweeted.
You wouldn't be tweeting, we need to go more in the post, or?
Well, it's not my style, but I think it's. I thought about it like the previous games before the end of the season, when I was staying here and my teammates were on the road, just to give a different view to some fans. I think it could be nice and different, but depends on every individual to what they want to tweet and what they want to talk about.
Have you tried to, like we talked to Tim and he said never, have you tried to enlist him into
No way. Pop and him is like impossible. So no, I respect their characters and how they are built. So no, it's not gonna happen. Definitely, it's not gonna happen.
Defensive improvements you had last night will stick to this series?
We hope so. We hope that was our base, that we can improve from there, but not going backwards. You may have one bad game in a series, but hopefully we do that more often than not. Of course, they're going to adjust. They're going to watch video and see our weaknesses, but I expect us to do an even better job.
What about their outside shooting? They're not a good three-point shooting team to begin with, and they've shot really poorly the last 3 games from distance. Is that something you guys have pinpointed as a weakness?
I don't trust that stat. First of all, Steve Nash is one of the best three-point shooters ever. You see Blake, and he shot 40 plus. Meeks has always been a three-point shooter, Jamison too. So they probably didn't shot that well during the season, but we just gotta keep attacking that three-point line, because they are capable, and they're gonna be looking more for it. So we just gotta play a good defense in that area, because if not, they're gonna make us pay.
Was it encouraging to play well, specifically because you guys had defended the three-point line so poorly over the last month or so?
Yeah, and we talked about that. We did a great job for 65 games or so, 60, and we slowed down the last month. And we talked about it, and we needed to do a better job. I think we did. We just don't have to get comfortable or too confident. It's going to be a long series, and we got to keep it up.
So he didn't feel like himself. Could you kind of see that?
That makes 2 of us. It's the playoffs. Everybody got injuries.
Was there a concerted effort of the perimeter guys to really help out on the big?
We can't leave them on the island like that. We need to help them and do the same stuff that we've been doing in Game 1. It worked out pretty well for us, and we know we have to play our best defensively if we want to beat the Lakers.
They don't have a lot of firepower from outside without Bryant. Does that do you feel like you can kind of take advantage of that by hedging inside a little bit more?
But they are great shooters. They're gonna make shots. They missed a lot of shots in Game 1, so I expect them to shoot a little bit better. And they got a lot of firepower inside, so that's a lot of offense.
How do you think Steve looked yesterday, and could you tell that he's been hurt?
Yeah, definitely a little bit of rust, but he'll be fine.
Did he go too much?
A little bit, just a little bit.
Do you follow Kobe on Twitter?
Not really. I was playing in the game, so I didn't know what he said.
Have you seen Pau Gasol more as a leader now without Kobe Bryant in the floor?
Yeah, but he's playing good. The last couple of games of the regular season, he got triple doubles, and he's being aggressive. And last game against us, Game 1, he played good. So I expect him to be even more aggressive.
Is that something you could ever see yourself doing if you were injured, is tweeting during the game about what's going on?
I don't know. I hope I'm never in that position. You know, I hope I stay healthy.
Think Pop would be in favor of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
You guys didn't necessarily shoot all that well last night, but were you guys happy with the looks you got, or was it just a matter of the ball not
Yeah, I
falling?
think the thing we can be happy is our defense. You know, that's why we won the game. We hold the Lakers 79 points. That's great. Offensively, we had a lot of great shots. You know, shots that we used to make. So I'm not really worried about the offense. More worried about at the defensive end if we can play the same game, because the whole month of April we were not that good on defense.
Can you tell a difference day to day with your ankle and all the other injuries?
Yeah, it's getting better, slowly but surely. So I just have to stay positive and not beating myself too much, you know, and just let my body get healthy, and I'll be fine.
Still getting treatments and.
Oh yeah, everything, the whole thing.
Getting back to Twitter, have you seen the fake Coach Pop Twitter account?
The fake Coach Pop? No, I didn't see that.
Highly recommend it.
All right, I'll go check it out. All right, thank you guys. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Spurs Insider. Bill Land alongside Sean Elliott after Game 1. And for those of you watching on Spurs.com, this is Scatter Shooting. Glad to have you with us. And Sean, you look back, what was the highlight of the Spurs win for Game 1 for you?
I think the win. That was the highlight. I think there were some good plays. No question about it. I thought Kawhi made some good plays defensively. Manu hit some big shots in the fourth quarter, third and fourth quarter. I thought those were all very inspiring. But I think the biggest thing is we come out of here with a win, because we were not playing well to finish the season. And sometimes you need to get that winning feeling, if you will, back, so you know what it feels like, because we hadn't gotten a taste of that in a while.
And I get the feeling before we came on the air here that you feel that ball movement and pace has to be improved for Game 2.
No question about it. We're playing into the Lakers' hands if we hold the ball on one side of the court. They're not a good defensive ball club, and if you move the ball 3 or 4 times side to side, their defense is going to break down. They haven't played defense all year long, and now you're asking them to try to defend. It's going to be a tough task for them, especially if we change sides of the court with the ball.
Manu Ginobili, we're all wondering what we would get from Manu after he sat out, what was it, from March 29th until the last game against Minnesota. He got 18 points in 18 minutes. Pretty impressive.
I thought he was great, and it illustrates exactly why you rest your players and you don't try to run the rubber off of them. So, you know, Manu probably could have played a few more games before the end of the year, but Pop saw the big picture. He realizes that he needs that guy. He needs Tony. He needs Tim. That's why those guys were rested, and they look pretty sprightly. I thought Manu Ginobili made some great plays, still trying to shake off a little bit of rust, but for the most part, he hit some big shots and made some great defensive plays, and that's vintage Manu.
On the other side, the Lakers, of course, are not going to get Kobe Bryant back. They did get Steve Nash back, and he'd been nursing a bad back. Your thoughts on him, and how much more can he impact this team for Game 2?
I thought he looked surprisingly good, to be honest with you. To not play as many games as he didn't play, and to shake off the rust and play well is not an easy thing to do. But he's a 2-time former MVP. He's been in the playoffs, deep in the playoffs before, so he knows how to get it done, and I thought he brought it today.
You see the Spurs coming out. Do you expect an improved performance?
I expect that we'll play a little bit better. You know, always when you start these series like this, you're trying to feel each other out. It's throwing jabs for the first couple rounds. Let's see if we can get it going in the open court and moving the ball and getting back to the way we played early in the season, where that ball was really whipping around with both teams, the first and second team. If that happens, we could open the floodgates.
All right, well, we'll check in with you again soon. Let's now check in on Fan on the Street.